Women Up Radio, designed to facilitate women's empowerment, improve your career, develop your talents, incorporate your passions, achieve fulfillment and success.
Hello, this is Anna Letitia Cook of Women Up Radio, supporting Empower Women and the girls on the road in their quest to support women entrepreneurs around the world. Fernanda and Taciana are visiting 26 countries, interviewing women and researching the conditions, business ecosystems, challenges, and the advantages that exist in each country. Today, we're visiting France, which is where I currently live, so I'll be very interested to hear what you found. So, hi, Fernanda and Taci, how are you today?
Amazing, how are you?
Lovely. Starting with France, what's the general vision of business, women in business, and women entrepreneurs here?
Well, we were so surprised with everything that's going on in France right now in terms of business, entrepreneurship, and especially the participation of women. It was really inspirational to see everything that's going on in the country. I mean, France, of course, historically, you have the participation of women in history, in very strong positions, of course. And then, at leading companies, CEOs, but seems right now that entrepreneurship is booming for women. And they have been receiving a lot of support. So right now it seems the right moment to be in France as a woman and open a business. I mean, there are a lot of initiatives, and we're certainly going to talk about them. But it's booming. You can feel it. They're very motivated, and they are taking the lead and really building a new chapter in entrepreneurship in France, leading by women.
And so what does it mean to be a woman entrepreneur in France then?
I think it means that you are in a very good place. Yeah. It has lots of opportunities, and they have special programs. We interview accelerators that target women entrepreneurship, like Pionnieres, that has support from the government. And there, every single company who is in the program has to have at least one woman as the founder.
Yeah.
And we talk to the women, and they say that there's a lot of resources right now. Station F, a major also incubator accelerator, just launched this July with support of the president, and it was a huge, and it's led by a woman. And they have a focus on having at least 40% of their portfolio with companies led by women. So I believe that France is really looking forward to more diversity, more equality, and bringing entrepreneurs not only from France, from Paris and outside of Paris, but also from around the world to contribute to this diversity of minds, of ideas, of collaboration.
I think it's important to add, of course, that we've been talking and seeing a lot of initiatives that support women, mostly in tech business. But it's important to say that this kind of support, it's for all women entrepreneurs. It doesn't matter if it's a tech business, traditional business, social enterprise, because somehow women might be afraid, I don't have a tech business, so, it's not for me. Quite the opposite. They need women entrepreneurs in all fields, in all sectors. So don't be afraid, and certainly the French women, they're not afraid right now to go after their ideas, definitely.
So what are the main factors in the business ecosystem here?
Well, I think it's important to say, because they have a new president right now, and, he keeps referring to France as the startup nation. He wants to have the mindset in the country. And somehow I would believe that he's trying to take advantage right now with everything that's going on in the US and maybe in Europe with the Brexit. So he wants France to have a leading role in entrepreneurship. And he's doing a lot, for example, having a differentiated and easier way for entrepreneurs outside France to get visas, a lot of credit lines, initiatives to support entrepreneurs, and specific programs to support women entrepreneurs. So right now, the business, France is one of the largest economies in the world, so it has already a very mature business ecosystem. But entrepreneurship-wise, it's getting even better with all the activities in place right now.
Are there any particular challenges or advantages for women in France?
I think the challenges are always there, not only in France, but in all these countries that we've been interviewing. Still with the good environment, and it seems that they are willing to change, but still women face difficulties in getting fund just because of all the same other reasons. People always think, oh, if they are a mom, would they have time to dedicate to their companies as much as a male founder? How is going to be if they, they have more children, or if they have some urgent matters at the family, because we are always seen as the primary take care. Not particular challenges because it's France, but just because it's like apparently like a woman challenge.
Yes. And advantages?
Advantages, I think that all this, investment is from the government, like they have, because they are targeting also to have more women in business. Being a woman in this moment is very good, because you are able to get, benefit from all these initiatives.
So what soft and hard skills have they in common, or have they developed?
I think, in terms of hard skills, they really going to learn more about the business. Of course, each one of these women are, building their business in specific sectors, but they are going after the knowledge, the specific knowledge, and asking for support, and, not knowing at first what you need to do or which way you should take is not preventing them of trying. So in terms of, okay, I need this set of knowledge, of information, I'm going after it. So they are very focused, with the right attitude of going after the knowledge that they need to start or to keep growing their business. So I think this is really important. And in terms of soft skill, we might sound repetitive, but networking has always been very, very important. And they realize the importance, because so many of these women, somehow they spend a few years out of the market. They didn't have the chance to keep working the networking, but now they're back with the business. So they feel the need, and they are eager to build and expand networking.
And I think that's funny. Like we always, like at least whoever is outside of France, we have this kind of inside joke that usually French don't want to speak English. Yes. And right, like first time I went to France 10 years ago was very hard, but we had no problem. Like all entrepreneurs we interviewed, they were pretty fluent and like excellent English, which also, as we said, it helps them to grow their markets, to go after fundraising in other countries, especially US.
Yeah. Did you find, because France has a very high level of education, and it's normal for the majority of business people to do at least a master's, if not more. And they really are very, very focused on going to the right business schools or les grandes écoles, and to have a very high level of education. Do you think that makes a difference, or did you hear anything about that in your interviews with the women entrepreneurs?
I think it's interesting that you mentioned that, because we had a chance to interview not only really well educated and to Sorbonne and other universities, but also women that didn't necessarily have the opportunity to go to these schools, but these are not preventing them, and they are building solid and fast growing business with the right focus. They found an opportunity and they are going after it. So of course education is always a very good thing. Mm-hmm. But you see women that are more versatile in terms of, okay, I have this idea. Again, I might not have the proper knowledge right now, but I'm going after it, and they're doing it.
And I would like to highlight one of the entrepreneurs that we talked to. She's not French. She's half Italian, half American. But she has started like an organization called Led by Her that does like an amazing job, because the organization deals with women in disadvantaged position for some kind of like emotional trauma, abuse. And she has partnered, because you're talking about education, she has partnered with educational institution in France to get these women go through kind of like an MBA. So they have to go through a selection process. Yeah. They have like a year program where they receive mentorship, like if they were in an MBA, to come from the idea to develop their business into reality. It has been very nice. We talked to some of these entrepreneurs, how this program has changed their lives and give them an opportunity to start again.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that sounds amazing.
And if you're looking for someone to interview in France, you should definitely talk to her.
Okay, definitely. Thank you. I will definitely do that. It'd be very interesting. Okay, and so to finish up with France, is there one key motivational difference in France which you think would be helpful to other women entrepreneurs around the world?
Well, it always felt to me that French women, they know what they want. You know, I know what I want. I'm gonna get it. So, and it felt much more intense right now that we were there and talking, and they're taking advantage of these resources and opportunities. So, they believe in themselves. I think it felt that they have a higher level of self-confidence, which is key. Yes. For everybody, but most importantly for women and those who are trying to pursue an entrepreneurship path. So I think women in France, they feel very okay. I know what I want, and they set their goals and they are going after it, and they get their motivation from this right attitude.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you very much, Fernanda and Taci, for all of the information about France. We're very much looking forward to next week, and next week we will be visiting Japan with you.
Perfect. Yes. Arigato.
Okay, I'm Anna Letitia Cook. My guests were Fernanda Mora and Taciana Mello, the girls on the road. You've been listening to us here at Women Up Radio.
Women Up Radio, designed to facilitate women's empowerment, improve your career, develop your talents, incorporate